Welcome back, guys, to the last episode, the last race of Season 1. Today, we are here in Vegas. 5-point difference between me and Logan Sergeant. So many missed opportunities between us during the seasons to gain more points to secure the championship before Vegas, but it hasn't happened, and it's come down to the wire. Basically, all I need to do is just win, and I secure the championship. No matter what happens, as long as I win the championship. But if I get second place and Logan Sergeant gets third, I don't win the championship. But if I get second and he gets fourth, then I win. If I get third and he gets fourth, I believe I win on a tiebreaker. But just in case I don't, then if I get third, he would have to get I think 6, something like that. So basically that explains the championship situation and what's happening between Vegas. Also, the World Constructors Championship is still raging on, but it's most likely going to go to us. We have a very large point gap, and it's kind of unrealistic for Red Bull to get that much points gained on us. We're going to have a crazy battle weekend. Anyways, Vegas qualifying. Pierre in first on pole position, Daniel Ricciardo in second in his last ever start for Red Bull, last ever start in this career mode. Nico Hulkenberg in third, Logan Sergeant in fourth, Jack Doohan in fifth, Oliver Behrman in sixth, Charles Leclerc in seventh, Liam Lawson, Isaac Hadjar, the Aston Martin duo, not content, and our junior driver in 11th, Yuki Tsunoda. So that is it for qualifying. The overcut has not been working. Okay, the overcut is 100% not been working. So I'm gonna be going on to the softs, do an undercut, and just hopefully gain a bunch of position. The overcut's not been working, so play it safe. We're going for the undercut. If you're not seeing the latest couple of videos and storylines, you would know that you see that there's different liveries for the teams and stuff. Also, here's the setup for today's race. It is Vegas, so very low downforce. Very low downforce is the meaning of the game. 100%. Vegas is kind of not necessarily a high tire wear circuit, but it's on the higher end. It's like middle high. It's like middle high tire wear. So yeah. Bunch of stacking up in the turn run. We expected a lot of that. We already made one place around the outside. And I was on Colin Pinto up inside of McLaren of Oscar Piastri side by side with the more downforce though, and Gear 3. I know you saw it in the setup. Much more top end speed. At the inside now of George Russell, very close quarters, trying to go look around the outside. The hollow live livery of the Mercedes. Kimi Antonelli couldn't get there. Look at the inside now. Y'all in the south, you have great traction, great speed. And there we go, up to 16th, a couple spots gained. So we need to gain a lot of spots on this restart. Up the inside of Lenore is going to be a very risky and tight move. We're going to make it work. We're going to have to take risk here today. We're going to have to take risk. Now, now on the back of the rookie HG, we got DRS in the softs. He's defending the inside, but he's going to clear around the outside with the Ford engine in our low downforce. This track really suits us as we have very low downforce, and not only that, we have the most powerful engine in the field and the most straight line in the field. So this track really suits this Williams car. Up to 13th, the softs are doing wondrous work right now. And up to 12th, and we will make a dive bomb. Up the inside of Bortoletto, he does a switchback. Also, Yuki Tsunoda does too. So they're going to gain on us. They're not going to stay in front for long. We're going to be inside of the 12th. Alright, can we make a move on Gabriel Bortoletto? Might be a little far back. Kind of defense that inside lane. Up the inside. We will clear him. Wow, what a move we made. 9 spots already. Almost in the point. The goal here is to win. In fact, the Master stepping in now. Hollow Life livery once again. Mercedes pairs with Hollow Live. They might be sticking on Master Verstappen for a while. He's on those soft first soft runner. He's also stuck behind Liam Lawson. He's going to look up the inside of Liam Lawson now. He's gets stacked up. Liam Lawson, great defense. He's not going to be able to defend around the outside, though. Instead of battering out the corner, trying to defend from each other. They did not expect me with the DRS. We're going to get past both of them up to 8th. And we have crazy slipstream on Isaac Hadra. My goodness. My goodness. So the contact of Isaac Hadra straight away at over 350 kilometers per hour. Side by side, he got a bad run. Charles Leclerc holding up. Now you can go around the outside. Charles Leclerc is also defending this side by side. Alright, can we outbreak him? We come in turns one, we go deep. A little too deep. Not to be able to have it. No. Liam Lawson. No, it's Isaac Hadra. What am I saying? I'm trying to go around the outside of both of us. Me and Charles Leclerc. What a move. And I'm trying to make it 3 wide at the inside of Isaac Hadra. Couldn't get the traction down. Just sent it in a little too deep. But we'll pass Charles Leclerc. In the back of Isaac Hadra, going to try to do the switch right. Just maybe go around the outside. Not going to work, but we are doing pretty decent traction despite the gear 1 accelerating on gear 3. What am I saying? Gear 3 top end speed. I think we just stay behind him for now. We should probably easily pass him with this long DRS grade. We also have a bunch of slipstream. Just wait for the DRS grade and make our move. Now we look at the inside now. Zach Dune is also on the charts. Maybe we can make a big lunge on him. We look at the inside now, side by side. What a move! Up into what? I think 6. Wow, we've really cut through this track. We really cut through the field. This undercut is really working. Do we box this lap? I don't know. I don't think we do. We look at the inside of Oliver Bamber. Not a smart move. Let this long DRS straight. Actually, someone's up by the inside of Jack Doohan side by side now with the Ferrari once again. And just went a little too deep. He's now stuck behind Oliver Bamber. So we cannot wait around because we have to definitely hit the crossover point. Right now, from the inside. Ooh, what a move! He sent it deep. But Oliver Behrman was not able to switch back on us, even with the solve. Ooh, getting the top 5. I think we boxed this lap, so I'm gonna turn up the engine performance. You definitely push this lap in the box. So it seems like it's not smart to stay behind another driver. Well, obviously, but like. You see how every single time I stay behind on the driver, wait for the DRS, wait for the slipstream. So when the driver send one up my inside and they pass me or almost pass me. So very interesting to note. We also got the DRS of Logan Sergeant. That is our championship rival. He's probably not gonna be happy that we're already up here. Probably not gonna be able to do much. Though we are gonna have to pit for hard. We're not gonna do a mistake and go for mediums. No. You're hard. Hard. By the team. If I want to make these hearts last, I'm at 90 engine performance, which is the lowest engine performance mode you can. Obviously, a bunch of drivers are going to pass us. I think, the whole field passes, but we are going to have this great undercut. We are going to have to try to cut through traffic. We are also going to get an undercut on some of the soft runners who are trying to stretch it to the mediums window. But the mediums realistically only last about like 1 lap. Much more than the sauce, which is just about 5 laps. And that's really the window to stay in. 6 laps is like a little too slow for the mediums. It's not really that good. A bunch of people on dead tires are being held up by guys who are on dead tires or just hitting the crossover point. So because it really work, Landon Norris, especially still side by side now. Probably make contact, but didn't. I sometimes hate how, like, sometimes hate how the camera works with the halo. Because I couldn't tell if you make contact that we didn't. There was no sound effect for it. A bunch of DRs, we're gonna pass a bunch of cars here. Landon Norris, Tyler Pinto. We're gonna pass more drivers here. Maybe. He'll go around the outside. George Russell stacking up his teammate. Guanajuato Bunch driver's not pitting this lap. Those mediums are definitely hit a crossover point. I think the medium runners are trying to stretch to the soft. A bunch of stacked up the inside of both the Mercedes. Someone was coming out the pits. I also hope that gets fixed in the new update, next update. How the AI kind of just rejoin the pit lane. Hope that gets fixed. I also hope there's like a pit limiter. It's like you can go full speed in the pits, which is unrealistic. I hope that gets fixed, where you just can't go full speed in the pit lane. Maybe just like a pit limiter or something coming in and out exit. Hope that gets added. But up to 10th, this undercut's really been working. It's stuck behind these drivers. Now, if I remember going into the next DRS lane, which is not open, because these guys, Pierre is on fresher mediums, fresher tires, and if he conserve his tires well enough, he's gonna be able to pass me later on in this run. I'm stuck behind the drivers on the inside now. I think it was GG who got past the HT. When it's harder tires when you're running outside HT, defends the inside. Like you do nothing, you just have a much more powerful engine, faster car, probably lower downforce. You can make a move on Lee, on Lawson, around the outside, rolling around the outside. Let me look at the inside of Gabriel Bortoletto. What a move! That game was spin around. That curve was made a spin. We were really cutting it close there. Jesus Christ. Daniel Ricciardo would come out in the pits on the sauce. He's actually, I think he overcut it Pierre. He overcut it Pierre, I think. Which is not when we want it. We wanted Pierre to be ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, because he definitely will hold him up for his teammate Logan Sergeant. He was stretching it long on those hards. This place is definitely not possible for a zero stop. Definitely not, unlike Brazil in China. So I am expecting him to pit. Slight mistake there on the entry up the corner. Just went a little too deep and then went too wide after going in too deep. But we're now on the back of Charles Leclerc. It was on those cars. They're probably dying off like a cliff. I'm not gonna pass him yet. I'm gonna wait for the DRS race so we got a pretty good slingshot. There we go. After the DRS, I'm gonna get a crazy slingshot. He just goes away. So this undercut has really been working. The thing is, remember, they're gonna have fresher tires and they're definitely gonna hunt me down. The only as long as I save and conserve my tires enough, I will be able to go on to 100% engine performance at the end. Maybe that will help me, just save my race a tad bit, save some points, maybe get myself the win and secure the championship. And I'll catch up on the back of these hard runners who are stretching it very long. You probably need the pit, to be honest. Dead tires. Dead tires. I mean, 8 laps on those tires is broken. I need to pass these guys for Daniel Ricciardo and a bunch of other guys have already pitted. A couple who have undercutted on the back of it. He's completely defend that position. I'm not going to be able to do nothing. They're going to look at the inside now with the crossback. What a good switch back here. Now on the back of Logan Sergeant. This is not what he wants to see. Me with a big gap. He's trying to hold me up as much as possible. He's defending the inside lane. What a defense. He actually hit the inside wall. You have to avoid contact. Luckily, no damage. Surprisingly, at that high-speed corner. That's another Daniel Ricciardo. Now, in sight. That's not what I wanted to see. Logan Sergeant perfectly holds me up. Jack Doohan is not holding me up. Hit from the inside greatly. So, now there's Daniel Ricciardo right there. Jack Doohan is actually going to let up the inside, but he's also going to do the same thing with Daniel Ricciardo. Logan Sergeant is holding me up as much as possible, and he stays at another lap. He needed to box that line. What is he doing? Defending that inside lane ferociously. Now, I don't think he might win this championship. I mean, what strategy is he on? I try to defend. Look, Daniel Ricciardo to the inside. turn. I have both Red Bulls attacking me right now, and luckily we're gonna pass both of them. We're gonna hold them off. Now Nico Hulkenberg is gonna lead this race for the majority of it, actually. Who yet the pit on the back of him? I'm stuck behind him again. Logan Sergeant, and those Daniel Ricciardo's looking at me inside a little bit of contact with Nico Hulkenberg. But the inside, I think we just passed him now. Daniel Ricciardo's definitely have the big DRS here. And I think this is where we push our 90 engine performance up to 110. The hold off Daniel Ricciardo is past Nico Hulkenberg. There's not going to be a dogfight between me and him. Our guys are definitely the crossover point coming on this final lap. I think Logan Sergeant honestly has lost the championship. I don't know what strategy he is on. Last lap, we're in first. There's two drivers attacking us, which is Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre. Deep into the corner. Just gotta make sure to have a clean final lap. Clean final lap. Final corners. Rounding the final corners of the championship race. We're out to do it. We're up. We're gonna win the championship race. We're gonna take the championship away from Logan Sergeant. As we do our burnout right here, right in front of the home crowd. I'll be hitting. Embarrassing myself out here right now. Thank you. Team radio. Oh yes, mate. Yes, it was very much. It took a lot. Glad we did it. Glad we did it. Let's not. This is not the celebrate. Also, I need to learn how to get better burnouts. As we're celebrating on the podium, we even with the 1-2, we have secured the Constructors and Drivers Championship with that win. Yes! Okay, so we are here after, the burnout, the celebrations. Here are the official Constructors Championship and driver standings. First, the Constructors. We have sealed the Constructors up by 50 whole points. 50 whole points. We beat Red Bull in the Constructors. There's Ferrari holds off Haas in the Constructors Championship by one singular point. One singular point they hold off Haas, who had third and fourth. Not third and fourth. Sorry, fourth and fifth. Think about it. 2 more points during this whole entire season. Haas could have passed Ferrari, but they didn't. Ferrari just barely holds on. Wow, what a fight for them. Mercedes will get 5th in the Constructors. Their line just wasn't able to really finish out the season. Last about 5-6 races, they didn't really score a lot of points, but Mercedes got top 5s. I think they got 4th place in USA, I think. McLaren didn't score points in Vegas, which is very surprising. I mean, they brought in a huge package upgrade in guitar and start scoring points, but USA and Vegas, I guess they're not really good at the Vegas the USA tracks. Alpine in 8th. V-Carb actually scores one singular point, but Aston Martin actually almost overtook V-Carb. I mean, 16 points in the last 2 races is wild, but it just wasn't enough. They weren't able to overtake V-Carb for 9th. So Aston Martin will stay the worst team in the constructors. Not for the drivers. You already know how that works. We won the race. We won the championship. We won the drivers. We won it by 12 singular points. Logan Sergeant only scored 8, which is 6th place. That strategy really messed him up. Also, I was wrong. Daniel Ricciardo actually got 2nd place in the Vegas race, which is good for him. I mean, he capped off his final race of his career with a podium. Might not have been a win, might not have been a won it, but it is better than nothing. Pierre gets 3rd. Like I said, the Haas duo, Nico Hulkenberg and Oliver Behrman got 4th and 5th that race. Oliver Behrman actually overtook Charles Leclerc in the drivers, and now it's in 7th. Nico Hulkenberg would cap off the season in 6th after a pretty tight battle with Jack Doohan for 5th. 8, like I said, only 8 points for Logan Sergeant. That is sad too, because remember, that's his home race. That is his home race. He lost the championship at. I know he is heartbroken right now. Absolutely gutted. Liam Lawson scores 14 points in 2 races and will beat out Isaac Hadjar, and at least drivers wise. But looking at actual consistency and finishes, Isaac Hadjar, when it comes to races and qualifying, has that. But Liam Lawson did bring the points for the later the last 2-3 races of the season. So we're gonna see how Aston Martin says about that decision, who will stay with the team. But that's gonna be very interesting. Guan Yu Zhou, 1 point away from Liam Lawson, scored 1 point in the Vegas race, but it wasn't enough to hold off Liam Lawson, who scored 4 points. So he gets overtaken like last race in the drivers. And 2 points for Isaac Hadjar. He will finish last in the drivers, 3 points behind George Russell, who scored 6 points in Coda. So yeah, that is the end of the season. That's all the points. That is about everything you need to know. I can't wait for season 2 of FX Racer, but we gotta finish the F2 series. So yeah, we also got a big haul of money, which is what I needed. Please, bro. But the new update made the upgrades much more expensive, and if you don't already know, wait, no, sorry. There we go. I'm kind of poor. I'm poor, bro. What? When it comes to the 8 out of 10th upgrade, it used to be like 500, 700k, but he upped it to 1.4 million. Whew, that is a lot of money. Yeah, so much money. And I'm only able to get 2 upgrades. Two singular upgrades with that. I'm gonna let you know what 1.4 million. If I remember correctly, the last and final upgrade is 4 million, which is this. Like the last upgrade equals to this car. So I can either get 1 upgrade when I'm at the 9 out of 10, or just 1 singular 2012 car. I think that's the year or whatever. But thank you for watching and thank you for the support. Sub down below, leave a comment, join my Discord, blah blah blah. See you next time.